LA is known for its traffic, but did you know that LA is also home to over 100 miles of separate bikeway? That's right. LA has a secret network of bike superhighways that crisscross the city. That's why today I'm going to be taking 3 of LA's longest bike paths from end to end, over 20 miles, to find the coolest things to do and the best restaurants that you can only get to via bike path. I'm going to be rating all the food on a scale of 1 to 5, and 1 to 5 on how bike-friendly it is. And we're starting our adventure today on a classic, the LA River Bike Path, with beautiful views of downtown Glendale and on the serene shores of the LA River. Wow, alpine fresh. Here we are at the very end of the bike path to start our journey of about 7.5 miles for the first stretch. All downhill from here. The bike path goes beneath some of the roads there. You can see some industry on the left, some film industry, some movie studios, and then the Griffith Park golf course over there on the other side of the 5 freeway. Here on the horse bridge, taking a little stop after the first, say 1.5, 2 miles. This thing's pretty cool. It's funny, I've never walked across it. Certainly haven't ridden across it, on a horse that is. But it looks pretty cool. Oh, here we got some horses coming. Man, those things are heavy. You can feel them swaying the bridge. Those are big beefcakes. I'm just kind of curious what's around here. I've never come down here, but I guess you go over the river on the bridge, and then there's a tunnel that goes under the 5 that connects you to all the trails of Griffith Park, keeping Los Angeles's boot scootin' western roots alive. All right, I gotta hop back in the saddle if I'm gonna make it the rest of these 18 miles. Beautiful day on the LA River Bike Path, getting the smell of pine trees, that vanilla scented pine, cottonwood puffs in the air, which is really magical. And we got blue skies and fresh air and chill vibes. Only thing we need now is some good food, because it's breakfast time and I'm starting to get hungry. And it wasn't long before I made it to my first restaurant, which truly is right off of the bike path, and it is Spoke Bicycle Café. Here is a look at the dining area patio, which has views of the river and the Metro link. And here is a look at the menu. This is where you go order your food at the window, and this is what I got. The bun has come. I got the breakfast bun here at the Spoke in the beautiful neighborhood of Frogtown in Los Angeles. A real bike-friendly restaurant sitting here in the shade on their beautiful patio. They got tons of bike parking and, of course, direct access from the LA River Bike Path. The perfect little shady retreat and something to eat. This breakfast bun looks and smells absolutely fantastic. Big, soft curds of scrambled egg, a nice thick piece of bacon. We got some cheese. What else? Some chive. And look at that grilled onion, boy. You just know that's gonna be good on a beautiful, soft bun. And some special sauce. Wow, okay. That sauce is quite special, very tangy. The grilled onions caramelized even, incredibly sweet. Let me spread it open, there you go. It's like a savory sandwich on a donut or something. Yeah, that's really good. Oh yeah. The breakfast bun at the Spoke, dude, that was genuinely one of the best breakfast sandwiches I've ever had. Really sweet, really savory. Everything you want from a breakfast sandwich. Soft, velvety egg, quality bacon, a nice thick slice of bacon there. And the special sauce is, in fact, special, unique to the Spoke. It's not like your average burger sauce. It was almost a little bit spicy, very tangy, and very smoky. And man, those caramelized onions, very, very sweet, very, very soft, like a jam almost. On that sweet, soft, and chewy bun, a fantastic breakfast sandwich. Honestly, a great breakfast. At a restaurant you can just ride into. Truly a biker's delight, and an experience you can't get in a car. And for that, I give the breakfast sandwich at the Spoke a 5 out of 5 on the taste score, and a 5 out of 5 on bikeability. I love this place. I always have a blast. Then back onto the bicycle superhighway to resume my journey. There are so many cool little shops and stuff here in Frogtown. I pulled off for a second to pop into forager crafts. They do workshops and have fun gifts and like books about LA. And then I hopped back on my bike, but not for long before I stopped to get a cup of coffee at La Colombe, and I took it down to enjoy by the river. Taking a break on the banks of the LA River, away from the hustle and bustle of the city. I have an iced espresso with a splash of half and half, and I'm just enjoying the whispering babble of LA's most iconic waterway. Featured in art and film, Chinatown, Greece, Drive. I am sort of a Drive man in my own way. I'm kind of like Mr. Drive from Drive. They should make a movie called Ride, and instead of a guy in a car who gets into trouble, it's just a man and his bike, and he's having a really nice day. I guess I don't need to wait for someone else to make it. I'm kind of making it myself right now. After that pleasant break, I hopped back on the bike path. Today, I'm sticking to Tier 1 bike paths, which are paved and completely separated from the roads. I think we can all agree these are the best bike paths. LA has about 100 miles of these, disconnected, spread out across the entire county. With plans to add more, it seems like such an obvious way to approach traffic and climate change, pollution. They're so pleasant to use. And the concept of bike paths, it's like older than roads themselves. A lot of the earliest road infrastructure in the US was designed for bicycles and predated automobiles. There was this sort of model sailboat regatta going on, and it wasn't long before we made it to the end of the LA River bike path. So that is where the separated bike lane ends. Bridge takes you over the river, kind of just dumps you off here on the road. Honestly, not that bad. It is separated. I'm gonna have to get back on another bridge, get back over the river to get to downtown city center, where I'm gonna hop on a train and get to the next longest bike path in LA. I hopped on the bridge on Broadway that takes you into Chinatown, weaving through traffic to get to that iconic Chinatown A-line station. Hauling my shit up the stairs, tapping in, and just enjoying the views. We have the Men's Central Jail, LA General, and City Hall. It was around here that I transferred to the E line at the Little Tokyo station that would take me westward towards my next bike path past USC. Over the rooftops in the mid-city neighborhood, there's the Hollywood sign. And past the top of the bike path that would take me down to the sea. I have successfully made it to my second of the 3 longest bike paths in LA, the Ballona Creek Bike Path, which is a separated bike path along another waterway, the Ballona Creek. And here's the end of it right here. I will be heading west towards the ocean for 6.5 miles of fun in the sun. Along the way, I'm sure we'll see some beautiful sights, some lovely nature, and stop at a few of my favorite places to get a bite to eat. All right, let's hit it. The Ballona Creek Bike Path runs along this flood control channel from near downtown Culver City to the ocean just south of Marina del Rey. It was completed in 1970. They're trying to expand it by a couple miles so it can go up and connect to the protected bike lane that runs along Venice Boulevard. That'll be nice, but it seems like anytime you try to make something nice in LA, it's a huge challenge. Anyway, it was getting to be about lunchtime, so I took the Jackson Ave exit and headed north towards a nice neighborhood little deli market, Jackson Market. It's a kind of place where you fill out your order here on the ticket. They got a lot of drinks. I went with a coconut water. They also have like a really nice back patio. It was just a little crowded out there, so I sat in front. The sandwich has landed. I'm here at Jackson Market in Culver City, a little neighborhood market and deli with a beautiful deli sandwich in hand. And let me tell you, this is a big boy, a big beautiful sandwich, a BBS. It's been quite a while actually since I ate. I also did bike like 8 miles before I even started rolling. So I'm more than excited to eat the sandwich, and it just looks and smells so good. Oh my God. This place is a couple blocks off of the bike path, and it really is just in the neighborhood. Parking can be kind of a pain around here. There's a big public park down the street. Biking really is the right way to get here. Oh man, that is crazy sweet. It's getting a little late in the day, and the sandwich is really bringing me back to life. Crispy red bell pepper, salty, cool, crunchy pickle. Glossy, crispy baguette, a very responsible slathering of honey mustard. I wasn't sure if I was gonna finish that sandwich. I slammed that thing, that was so good. Good deli sandwich lives or dies on the quality of the ingredients, and I guess like the ratios. And that was good, man, that was very good. I mean, from the bread, like a really nice taut baguette. Just the delicious turkey, the good tangy Munster cheese, and crisp, refreshing vegetables. Super sweet red onion, Persian cucumber, that's a nice touch. It really like gave me what I needed. The electrolyte in the pickle. Truly delicious, refreshing, knockout deli sandwich through and through. For the taste score, that custom deli sandwich at Jackson Market gets a 5 out of 5. And for the bikeability, it's not like directly off of the bike path, it is a couple blocks north, but you just pull off on the Jackson Street exit of the Ballona Creek Bike Path. You can't miss it, couple blocks down the road. And when I say neighborhood market, I mean this is really just like in the neighborhood, just residential houses on either side. Modern zoning doesn't let you do that. It is pretty old school, but I'm sure it's stuck around because it's really, really good. And they have bike parking in front. This has been such a pleasant stop and very welcoming to me, a biker. And for that reason, it gets a 5 out of 5 on the bike score. After a nice little break, I hopped back on my bike and headed down the street back to join the Ballona Creek Bike Path. Hung a right, headed west to resume my journey. Past another really iconic footbridge. I don't know why I jumped up and down like that. Your guess is as good as mine. Leave your guess in the comments. Why did I jump up and down like that? I really don't know. Well, I took my next exit onto Inglewood Boulevard to get another little bite to eat at really one of my favorite markets, the Northgate Market, and they have bike parking. Lots of nice stuff at the Northgate Market, but I went to check out their prepared food. I grabbed a couple tamales out of the steamer and agua fresca to go. And hit the trail. Back on the path after a short detour to Northgate Market. Dude, I fucking love Northgate Market. LA has some really fantastic supermarkets. Dude, the Ballona, as beautiful as it is not as flat as the LA River, because you keep having to go under these big avenues. You're trying to catch speed on the downhill. Ugh. Gotta really work the gears. Ooh, getting back up to street level. Plus that onshore breeze. Really fighting the whole way. Unfortunate that we put the onus on the biker and not on the car, because it's a lot easier going uphill in a car. Really feeling that ocean breeze. You don't get this in a car. Maybe about 65% of the way done with the entire ride today. I'm starting to get a little tired, but I got a snack from Northgate that I'm gonna take to sort of the end of this bike path, where there's a nice little scenic area, have a bite, then head on to the third and final longest bike path in LA. Man, as soon as we entered like the actual wetland, the like ecological reserve area, I started smelling all kinds of stuff. And I'm talking good stuff. It is a journey of the senses, smelling like sagebrush, fennel, chamomile. It's really nice. Riding through pockets of like warm and cool air as we near the ocean. I mean, we're really getting close. The creek, the inlet here is getting much wider. Looks like it's getting much deeper. We're at the very last stretch of it, the last like quarter mile maybe. All right, merging. It's cool to see like how many people use this bike path for different things. There's people who are like going real fast, people who are just cruising, families. Here we are at the end of the Ballona Creek Bike Path, a little under 7.5 miles, and it really doesn't get much nicer than this. From the heart of downtown Culver City to the edge of the Pacific Ocean, listening to the sounds of the tide coming in, feeling that refreshing ocean spray. And if I were to compare it to like the LA River Bike Path, I probably would have said that I preferred that one. But man, now that I'm like down here at the very end of it, I gotta say this is a pretty like elite bike path. I'd say overall they're probably like equally good, almost the same length from end to end. And very pleasant, like pretty much the whole way. Lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to do. So I'd rate this one like a 5 out of 5 bike path. I didn't rate the LA River one, but that one's also a 5. They're both 5s. Shocker. Well, I'm gonna head down the breaker a little bit and have a little snack before I hit my third and final bike path, probably the most iconic bike path in Los Angeles. You are not gonna wanna miss this one. And if you're enjoying this video, check out my last one where I went to some of LA's cheapest Michelin-rated restaurants, and make sure to subscribe because I got a lot of cool adventures planned. Ooh boy, I am ready for a break, and what a beautiful place to take it, here at the very end of the Ballona Creek Bike Path. And I got some snacks. We got a big old Jamaica. Oh, that's good. That is tart, not too sweet, refreshing. And 2, pop the molly. I'm sweating. Tamales. We got queso and hatch green chili, and also like a mystery one wrapped in blue, wasn't labeled. Excited to find out. Oh, look at that. Comes in nature's own wrapper. Oh yeah, it smells good. You can smell the chili, you can smell the masa. Oh yeah, really rich. Pops of those like juicy green pieces of chili. A pretty good ratio, I think. Damn, hell yeah. Very cheesy. All right, next up we got the mystery mole. Dark in color. Smells like meat. Tastes like meat. What the hell is that? It's kind of like stringy a little bit, like pork. I don't know if the blue wrapper means something specific. That's all right. Oh yeah, nothing but the leaves. Northgate Market never disappoints. Pretty easy to get to, couple blocks off the bike path. Decent bike parking in front. Taste, as always, 5 out of 5. Bike accessibility, sure, 5 out of 5. All right, I gotta go wash my hands. Oh, it's slippery. Ugh. Very briny. I don't know how much actual cleaning that did. Lots of like wildlife though. Anemones and crabs and such. Heading to my third of the 3 longest bike paths in LA, probably the most iconic bike path, the beach bike path that goes through Venice and Santa Monica. It actually starts just right over there, like, what is that, 80 yards that way, but to get over there, I have to go all the way around the marina, which used to be a pain, but they recently opened a new separated bike path that starts by like the REI. So what is that? Maybe like a quarter or 1/3 of a mile to get there and begin my final end-to-end bike path ride of just about 6 miles. All right. It's nice, we got some signage. Ooh, mama. Not protected, but nice and big with a nice buffer here. Smell ice cream. Dude, I love the yuppie Marina del Rey bike path connection route past the Trader Joe's and the REI. And the Uovo. Biking to Trader Joe's, the millennial dream. Going down Washington Boulevard, I decided to take a little detour, a little scenic route down the Venice canals, the canals of Venice. Iconic, lovely. Then back onto Washington for a quick roll down to the final and maybe coolest bike path in LA. Here we are at the south end of our final bike path, the sort of Venice Santa Monica beach bike path, iconic, just south of the Venice Pier, and our third and final leg of this amazing journey. About 15 miles down, around 6 to go. It is getting a little late in the afternoon, but it's a beautiful day. The weather couldn't be better. So many people are out for a cruise, and I'm excited to join them through some of LA's most scenic spots along the Pacific Ocean, and maybe I'll get a chance to stop for a bite to eat. Really got to be careful on this path because more so than any of the other ones, this one is for the cruisers. A lot of pedestrians blocking the path, people coming up from the beach to the parking lot, crossing the bike path without looking, and people on bikes who maybe like haven't been on a bike in a really long time. But you know, it's for fun here, so you know, it ain't the velodrome. I do have to like kind of make decent time because the sun is getting lower and I need to like complete this trip at a reasonable time. Took a little stop to watch the skateboarders at the skate park, then past the Venice boardwalk en route to Santa Monica. But before that, I thought I would take a stop and whet my whistle. Here I am at the Venice Beach Club. I got a June Shine kombucha, a party for the gut and for the mind. I'm just kidding, I can't explicitly endorse June Shine. I don't know anything weird about it. They just do have kind of millennial DTC vibes. Anyway, remember when this place was someplace different? That's like the eternal feeling of like being in a city for a long time. This place has changed. It's changed a number of times. Venice has changed, man. It really changed after Jerry died. Anyway, loving the Venice Beach Club. There's the beach. Welcome to the club. I'm happy to have a little drink, a little sweet, funky bev. Half a mile into the next and final leg, which leaves 5.5 plus as I reach the border of Venice and Santa Monica and head north towards Malibu to the end of the final of the 3 longest bike paths in LA. Yum. Man, I'm feeling great after that little break. I'm feeling refreshed, and I'm feeling ready to tell you about something that I think you're going to want to know about, and that's this shirt from Unbound Merino. This sleek, beautiful, soft t-shirt is 100% merino wool. My favorite of the natural fibers. It drapes like a heavy cotton, but it is light and breathable. At this point in a day like today, you'd think I'd be stinking to high heaven, but no, I smell like a baby lamb. I mean, I really smell like nothing at all, I swear. Yeah, I mean, pretty much nothing. That's because merino wool is breathable, wicks moisture, naturally bacterial resistant, and even after all the sweating and moving, it still looks good. One t-shirt that does it all. Truly an essential. If you're ready to upgrade, get rid of a bunch of your like worn down old t-shirts and replace it with one high quality merino wool t-shirt, I encourage you to visit Unbound Merino. That is unboundmerino.com. Then back on the path out of Venice and into beautiful sunny Santa Monica. People out eating, doing some workouts on the big swings and stuff, and then the path takes you right underneath the Santa Monica Pier. That's the best part. I love that part. Now, these are some of like the busiest parts of the route. People will bike in places where there aren't cars. People will take trips because they can bike, trips that they wouldn't take if they had to drive. I know this for a fact. I mean, look at like Ciclavia. Anytime they shut down the roads, thousands of people riding their bikes. Those people wouldn't just be like driving down those streets on those days. Biking is not just a mode of transportation. It's so much more than that. And by like adding more human-centered infrastructure, I think we would create a city that's like more human-centered. I think people would be nicer to each other. Like, I genuinely think infrastructure has a big role in driving interpersonal interactions, interpersonal relationships. Like, look at the places where people are nicest to each other. It's often the places where, like, structurally and infrastructurally, people aren't pitted against each other and they are unified. People are friendly on the bike path because we're all in it together, people. I gotta get a little snack. You know what, actually? There's nothing wrong with society. I've got a big thing of fruit. The coast is looking like absolutely gorgeous, unbelievable. We're getting close to the edge of Santa Monica, which then turns into Pacific Palisades, which is in the city of Los Angeles, only about 2 miles away, meaning this crazy adventure is almost coming to a close. Hard to believe. Almost 20 miles, a lot of delicious meals, a lot of cool things to see, things that you can only see using LA's magnificent network of bike superhighways. And this fruit cup has given me just what I need to make it through the last couple miles. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up and let's hit it. The path got less busy as I headed north into Pacific Palisades, away from the pier and towards Will Rogers State Beach. The ocean there on the left, the hills on my right. Just taking a little break in the last mile or so. Man, I kind of don't want it to end, to be honest. It is so beautiful. It cleared up a lot. You can really see Palos Verdes, you can see the Channel Islands, and it really is unbelievable, the stuff that you can access on your bike. It ain't bad. It really ain't bad. I started pedaling again, and before long, the bike path just ends. That's it, marking the end of this incredible journey. Well, there it is, a little over 20 miles of 3 of the longest bike paths in Los Angeles, and boy, I really had a blast. I truly did. I love biking in this city. Biking around LA really makes it feel like a playground. Just like so carefree, so fun. It feels good. Wind blowing through your hair, saddle riding up your taint. And you really can do and see stuff that you can't do in your car. There's a lot of stuff you can do in your car, but it's like it's less convenient in so many ways. And it's like, if you want to do something in the city, like be in the city, be outside of your car, really seeing it. I had so much fun, and I hope you did too. The truth is, I wouldn't have done this without you, and for that I want to thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see me do more like adventures in LA and beyond, please subscribe. Tell me in the comments, like, what's your favorite place you like to bike to? Hype the video, hit the hype button down at the bottom, and share it with your friends. Again, thank you so much for watching, and there's a lot more adventures to come. I hope I get to see you again real soon.